Do you have a rare 1982 penny? Stay tuned to find out. Here's my website, portsmouthcoinshop.com. If you have questions about buying and selling coins, use this email. If you have questions about your coins, go to my help community, Coin Help You community, join it, and ask there. So on my website, I have a lot of graded coins. I have 90% silver. I have silver dollars. More inventory to come, so check it out. portsmouthcoinshop.com. So first things first, do you know what you're looking at here? This is an actual set of 1982 Lincoln cents. And these are the different dates and mints that were released by the U.S. Mint. There were 7 different date and mint mark and copper and zinc combinations for that year. So you have a 1982 large copper, completely normal, worth about a cent. And when I say cent, we're looking at face value for these. I know that the copper is basically maybe 2 cents, and maybe you can get on eBay and find one selling for $1 or whatever, and that's fine. But I'm just telling you, you're basically looking at face value coins, especially if you find them in your pocket change. An 82 small date copper worth about a cent. You have the 82D large in copper worth about a cent. Okay, then you have the zinc examples of the same thing. You have the small date zinc, copper coated, copper plated, whatever you want to call it. Then you have the 82 large with the zinc core, planchet I should say, with the copper plating. Then you have the zinc 82D small date. Then you have the 82D large date on with the zinc and the copper plating. So you have 7 different coins that are all completely normal for the 82. That's just the way they were issued. There's nothing special about them. But what happened is that the 1982D small date, all of them were struck on the zinc planchet plated in copper. Okay, all of them. The rest of them, you have a large and a small of each, copper and zinc plated copper. So what happened is that 2 so far, I think 2, and I don't think 3 yet, but I think 2 have been found that were accidentally struck on just a copper, and they were dated 1982D with a small date. Okay, here's the small date. It's kind of hard to see it here. So that's the only one. I mean, the rest of them are all normal. If you've got an 82 cent, it doesn't mean anything unless it weighs, basically, I think they have to weigh at least 2.9 to 3.1. And they have to have that D right here, and they have to be the small date. So now what we want to do, we want to look at a small date. And when you're looking at a small date, you're looking at a coin that has a crook in it, and the 2. The O, or at least the opening in the 8, is smaller. So you have those differences when you're looking at it, okay? And when you're looking at the large dates, they don't look the same. And here's your large date. It's kind of hard to show you both. I'll try to do what I can here. Kind of put them side by side. But as you can see, we're going to look at the 2s here on these. And hopefully this comparison can help you a little bit, because you're actually looking at the 2. See the differences in the 2s? It's kind of hard to mistake it once you see them. A contact mark on this is not going to make a small date. Now I've seen people try that too. It's going to have to, this is straight. This is not straight. It's different. And that's how you know the difference. So when the 2 is damaged and you're having some trouble identifying it, then also take a look at the 8. When you compare the 8s and you see the opening in the large date, look at the opening in the small date. That's another thing to look at. Get your 2 coins and you can compare them. Now the other thing to do, as I've tell people all the time, do research. Go to PCGS or NGC or Numis Media or whatever you like, and you'll see that Memorial Reverse Copper. So you've got the large, and you got the D, then you have the Memorial Zinc, and it shows you which ones are actually supposed to be struck. Now you do have a double die, which is good for the 82 large date. you can look for that. But as far as it being extremely valuable and on a transitional planches and all that, you know, you've got to have this 1982D small date, and it has to weigh 2.9 to 3.1 grams, and you have to use a tenth scale. You want to use a scale that weighs in a tenth. A jeweler scale is what you want, and you can buy those on eBay or Amazon or wherever you need to buy one. You can get them online. They're not very expensive at all, and you can help yourself by getting that so it doesn't round it up and make it look like it weighs more. So then, of course, you might have seen a video that showed 1982 selling for $10,000 or $11,000 or whatever. The thing about that is, like I said before, when you're looking coins up, you got to look them up. The reason they sold for that much right here is the fact that they're in a holder like this. You see the holder? That holder is so important, and it has to have that grade. I don't care how nice your raw coin looks. It can't be worth that much money ever. It will not sell for that much money. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't work that way. Here's another one, 67 plus. And that one was a 68. Red. And red is the collar. It's the toning of it. Not every red coin is worth a bunch of money, but whenever they are graded 67 plus and they're in a PCGS holder, they'll sell for this much money. They can sell for that much. And that's very important to note. It has to be in this holder. NGCs don't sell for as much as these, but you know, when it comes to the cents, but NGC, at least that for them to be worth that much money. So you really have to pay attention to what holder they're in and what grade they actually are. Your raw coins, no matter how nice, like I said, are just not going to get these values. It doesn't work like that. So anyways, thanks for watching my latest video. Please like, share, and comment, and have a great day.